Hello everyone, my name is Faraj. Currently I'm pursuing masters in Bioinformatics at IUPUI. So in the world of data science, data visualization is as important as analyzing it. So recently I have been working on three shiny dashboard. So first one is very basic. I have created one machine learning model and just tried to showcase the basic version of dashboard. And the second model, I have taken the gene expression data and tried to visualize it with a couple of plots. And third one is a little advanced. So first let's open the R Studio. So here's our model for first dashboard. There's a second dashboard and the third dashboard. So let's first look into the model. So we are not going through code by code. I'm just giving you the overview like what this model does and how you can apply to visualize the data. So the first thing is we have loaded a couple of libraries. The first is a carrot and the biostring. Carrot is a machine learning library. So since we are using here a logistic regression model, so we need that. Then there's a biostring. So biostring is so in this model, so the idea is this model will predict whether the sequence length, based on sequence length, the protein is polymer or monomer. So the first initial idea was to use a biostrings, and here actually you can enter the protein sequence, and based on that the model will predict whether it's polymer or monomer. But things were getting complicated, so the here purpose is to just to visualize the data, so I dropped that idea. But still, if you want, you can explore it. I'll be providing the link in the description, GitHub link. You can download the code and please feel free to explore and play around it. So the second is we created the data from use a random value. Just mean is 500, standard deviation is 200. Just create the random sequence, and based on that just enter the logic, and then split the data like training set and testing set, and use logistic regression model. And this is so it's pretty simple. And then save the model in .rds format, which allows you to run this model in Shiny. So let's look into the Shiny dashboard. So I'll show you how it look like. So this is our model. So here you can see this is a dashboard title protein sequence, and there in sidebar. So the black one is a sidebar, and there are two sections, predict and model performance. And this is a main panel where you can enter the sequence length and you can see the result. So for example, here I'm entering 2000 and predict. So based on the sequence length, the protein is predicted to be a polymer. So again, the simple logic, but the thing is here you can see that there are two different sections, and the model performance, you can see the accuracy of model. So we have used this using a ggplot. So let's look into the code in detail. So you need to load the libraries. So Shiny and Shiny dashboard for user interface, carrot for machine learning, biostring we already discussed, and ggplot for visualization. So this is a user interface where you can see the predict, name, performance, model performance on sidebar, and this is a main dashboard body. So yeah, it's a pretty simple. And then you need to build a server logic. Then you need to ensure that your model has loaded successfully, and it should be in .rds format. And yeah, and just at the end just run your application. So yeah, download the code and get into the details like what it does and how it does. So one more thing I would like to show here is, yeah, so here if you see, so I'm talking in terms of web design or web application. Like for being a bioinformatician, we really don't care like whether the sidebar is minimizing or maximizing, or but in terms of data visualization it matters. So yeah, this is a basic thing you can go through. So let's look into the second dashboard. So before running that, I want to show you how it look like. So okay, so here you can see like gene expression dashboard. You can see the option to select the genes. It's loading. Okay, it's loaded successfully. Okay, Then here you can see bar plot, density plot, box plot, and scatter plot, and this is the data like a gene, samples, fpkm. This is unit, title, and tissue. And here you can select the gene, and yeah, for example, let's see how it look like. So in search bar, I just want to fetch the uh, tnmd gene, hit enter, and okay, so here you can see like it's completely filter out for you. So that's how shiny dashboard work. So let's get into the code and the logic. Okay, so let's get into the code and logic. So before that, we need to load few libraries like shiny, dt, ggplot2, deployr, tidr, and so on and so forth. So I'll give you the short idea what it does. For shiny package is visualizing the gene expression, and then we have dt for rendering the tables, and ggplot for data visualization, then deployr for data manipulation, and tidr for tidying the data. So these are the basic libraries we need to design this dashboard. And secondly, you need to read the data. Make sure you have a data which is a clean data, already manipulated data. So this one is the clean data. Link is in the description. You can download the data. And in terms of UI, it's a very basic UI. You can see there is a title like a gene expression dashboard, and then the sidebar layout and the panel as we discussed. And yeah, in main panel, if you can see, like there are different plots like a bar plot, density plot, a box plot. So you need to mention like what plots you are going to use, and then define the server logic. So you need to build the logic for each and every plot. For example, for bar plot there would be different functionality, for box plot would be different functionality. So accordingly you need to make the changes. So before the key part over here is you need to understand the data in order to visualize the data. So for example, over here is a bar plot, and you can see if you for example, I want to look into this gene. So yeah, you can look into that, you can get the visualization. But for example, I just want to look into the breast tumor, or I just want to look into the normal breast tissue. I don't have a option here. This dashboard is not giving that functionality, which is not good. And yeah, for density, how it look like, box plot, how it look like, you can select the gene, and accordingly it will give you the visualized data. So the point over here is we need to understand the data, what actually are requirements, and accordingly we need to make the changes. And at the end you can run the app. Third dashboard, the same, you need to load the same libraries. I have used the same data, but I have changed the functionality. So if you run the app, okay, so here you can see we have got little different functionality. So in second dashboard we just had option to select the gene, but in this you can change the range, you can select the tissue. So here you can see like a breast tumor or normal breast tissue. uh, okay, wait, so okay, I can see there is an error, something has gone wrong, object is not found. That means error should be in the server. fpkm values not selected tissue. Oh, okay, here's a typo. fpkm, now it should work. Yeah, nice. Yeah, so I was talking about, here you can see a little more functionality. For example, like only breast tumor, you can filter out the data. You just want normal tissue, again you can filter out the data. And the best thing about shiny is you don't need to, for example, if you see the some applications once, for example WordPress, if you select, for example, all, okay, now we have selected all the tissue. So in breast tumor, if I select the breast tumor, I need to enter update view, right, the button. But with the R shiny, it's very reactive. You just need to select and it will update the data, which is fascinating. Which is wonderful. And here you can see the histogram. Again, you can select the range and you can change. For example, here I select all. You can see both color corrections. You can do over here, just want to look into the one tissue, that's also fine, you can do that. Same with the line plot. Select the range accordingly and you will get the data to visualize. So for example, if I change the gene, here you can see the trend of epichem values for C1 or C112. So again, it gives you a lot of area to explore accordingly your requirements, and then there's a scatter plot. So yeah, that was the basic overview, and please feel free to download the code and explore accordingly. And that's it. If you are interested into more dashboards, I would like to create more dashboard. So I'm working on an NLP project. The model will predict the gene region and non-gene region. So I want to put that in a shiny, and then users can enter the sequence and they'll get to know whether it's a gene region and non-gene region. So that's the basic idea I'm working on. If you like this video, please feel free to give me a feedback, and if you have a question, just comment out, or you can email me, and we'll have a discussion. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.